see how this one does. Why is it burning? Got a mess on my desk. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so pretty much I'm just doing a test run real quick on another phone. Hey Liz, it looks clear. The screen to me looks a little bit smaller than the other one, but I guess that's not too bad. So pretty much, I'm just testing this whole thing out and seeing how this works. Seeing if it actually does work. And I got my phone plugged into a wall. Hola Isabel, ¿cómo estás? For some reason I don't see my hand. Let me just refresh this page because I don't see my hands waving. And I just want to make sure that it's not glitchy. So I gave up on the other phone because obviously nothing that I'm doing with the other phone is working for me the way I wanted to after the longest time. And then this phone was not accepting the app before. So if you guys are probably wondering, like, why didn't you just use this app from the beginning? Why didn't you just use this phone from the beginning? Is because it was not taking it. But I guess since I was able to get the app to link on the other phone, when I tried it now on this phone, it accepted it because it assumed that it's like the same thing, I guess. I'm not even sure, but I was able to link the app. So I hope that this works well. And the image looks pretty clear. I was sad that I was gone too, Isabel. I was just like, that's it. I'm just going to have to give up live streaming for a while until I can fix this because I can't keep doing this to you guys. It's not fair to have you sitting there to watch me create something and then not even be able to finish watching me create it. Like, that just didn't make much sense to me. Yeah, it's a lot smaller, I think, because the phone itself is a lot smaller. So it's a LG phone, so it's like a chippy chapa phone. It's just a phone that I pretty much just use for texting and calling. I don't even have any apps on it or anything. I didn't buy it to use it as a camera, so I wasn't really concerned with the specs. My other phone that I had kind of died. Like, it literally just died one day. It just would not turn on, so I had to like get a phone in a hurry. So the cheapest alternative that I found on Virgin Mobile, because that's what I have, was this one. So I bought it. I'm like, you know what, it'll come quick and it's good to go. So yeah, I'm just, sometimes I just don't have luck with technology. I think it's like the revenge of the technology when it comes to me, because I'm always, fiddling with, this program or that program. I'm always doing something to a computer or a phone. So it took revenge on me. But does it sound good? Do I sound clear? I don't see it lagging and it looks pretty quick. Like I said, it's just a little bit smaller, the screen, but I guess, overall that's not too much of a loss. So I don't really know as far as creating anything right now. I think for right now, I'm just gonna, I don't even know. I don't even know. Because I know probably by now people are just like so disappointed, with coming back every time, and just me having so many technical issues. It's been what, like almost a month now? At least it feels like it, with me having so many problems. But the image on this phone looks pretty clear. I'm actually very, very surprised, and very happy and grateful. Thank you, Lord, that something is working, at least in the meanwhile, while I can fix the situation. I want to see if I find something different, but that's going to take me some time because I have to do so many things. I have to upgrade the memory, the speed memory of my computer, so that when I run like a a software, you know, like what I was trying to do before with the webcam for my laptop, so that it doesn't slow it down. Because what happened is that the reason it was buffering so much is because the program itself takes a lot of resources from the computer. So when you don't have enough speed to run all the different tasks that the computer, you know, all the commands that the computer is sending out, then it slows everything down and it actually freezes the program. So I need to upgrade that in order for me to be able to run those types of programs. But you know, that's not necessarily a priority to me. I'd rather get a phone that works or a camera that works or something. Um, Most likely a phone is what I'm going to try to get, to be honest with you. A phone that is just dedicated for that, because it's just an easier setup. I don't have to buy wires. I don't have to, you know, get all this extra stuff to kind of do that. So this is the tag. I mean, for the most part, I just added her on. It's still not all the way done because it's not really stuck on well. There's just so many little things that I still would need to get done to this. I charged up my phone as much as I could, because honestly the curiosity got the best of me, so I didn't let it charge all the way. It was like at a 60%, but I'm very curious to see how long it lasts, more so than anything. So this, yeah, I mean, this is, I'm I'm like kicking myself right now. But again, you know, I tried to do it before, but it wouldn't latch on. It would not latch on. It was like trying to put a triangle into into a circle or something. Like, it was just not. Maybe that's the wrong analogy, because you could put a triangle into a circle, but you guys know what I mean. Fitting a square into a, well, you could fit any shape into any other shape. What am I talking about? I was trying to fit these shapes, but it was just not working. Um, and you know, thank God. I mean, so I guess in a way, it was a gift and a curse, because now I was able to, do what I did to my phone. So I was able to actually link the app with my right YouTube name to the right, email. So I was able to do that. And once it stored that and it approved that, then I had the approved app, on my account on YouTube. So when I went now to my phone, my regular phone that I use, and I uploaded the app and I try to link it up, I just had to do a quick verification and it took it. So that was easy. And I'm just glad. I'm just so relieved right now. But I don't want to, jump up for joy just yet, because I've done that a couple times already and it falls apart on me just when I think I got it. So I want to show you guys the dress. This is the dress that I was working on before, and I got to finish it. So hopefully it shows well here on the computer, but I got to finish it. This is the hybrid, the mixed pieces and stuff. I didn't do a video to upload it because honestly I've been so like depressed with this whole phone situation and just not being able to properly record, and it's just taking a lot of energy out of me that I could have been using for crafting, and I haven't been really crafting because I've just been so down and out with dealing with all of this stuff, that I just have not been able to focus on anything. So this is the dress, and it came out pretty cute, I guess. It's a little different, I would say, but it definitely gives me ideas as far as maybe making something that's very, how can I say it, like very Victorian, with the puffy skirt, and just having the skirt come all the way out, and just different styles. So my mind is kind of opening up to new ideas when it comes to making these dresses, and just seeing where I can take it as far as different styles and stuff like that. So yeah. So this is pretty much, it's actually so big that I don't even think it fits all the way through and through in the camera. Hey Michelle. Hello, Endless Crafts. What's your name, doll? Your name is Ninju? Well, hello, hello. And welcome to my live stream and channel. Thanks for subscribing. I did the same. I subscribed back. She is she's going to be one of our partners in the Christmas hop in July that Brandy, who is left-handed crafter, as well as Ruth Inkwell, are hosting coming up now in July. So I'm very excited about that. I can't wait to start creating. I don't have many. I really don't have many Christmas-related things, but I always like to see what I can come up with. Ingenuity-wise. I have like one Christmas stamp. I have no Christmas trees, but I do have die cuts that I was gifted last Christmas and I still have them. So I should be able to come up with something cool. But yeah, so I don't even know if I should keep going as far as crafting. I'm just worried that it's not gonna last. Like now, this is how they have me. They have me in the situation of you're gonna start something and you can't finish it. But so this is pretty much how this dress came out, and it's really tall, you guys. Like it's taller than I expected it to be. Um, it is about 10 inches, about 9 3/4 inches tall. So it's pretty tall compared to like the other one. The other one was like 7 inches or something like that. So it's like about 2 inches taller than the other one that I made. It's like, see how small they are to each other. They're very small to each other. But I want to create like a whole wall. And then once I'm done making a whole bunch of them, then I'm gonna give them all away, because that's how I am. I'm gonna give them all away. So I'll probably end up doing like something huge. I think that what I might do is if we do have, not if we do, when we have the dress swap that I want to do, I think the prize might be some dresses that I make, and I'll let you choose of the dresses that I'll end up making. Yes, we gotta figure something out, but we gotta definitely get our crafty on for this July hop. So I'm like super excited about that, and I'm just curious to see what my mind's gonna spit out, because again, you guys know how I roll. I never plan for stuff. Like I'll just sit and I'll just try to figure it out on the whim. But I'm really happy to see that this thing is holding up. Let me see how much this battery. Um, well, the battery is charging well, so that's a good sign. It's still all the way up there, so that's good. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna try to give it a go, I guess, and see how it goes. And I'll just change this title to "Finally Did It" or something crazy. Let me get these dresses out of here, and try to do another one. And then I'll fix this one for sure, just in case. I'll finish fixing this one since I already have it pretty much almost all done. It just needs more glue and stuff. Like I didn't even clean up my desk because I was so down. Like literally, I was just like, oh, I can't believe this happened to me again. Like, oh, I was just so upset. Like I literally had to take some time out and just breathe for a little while and try and just ask myself and look up and be like, okay, so what's gonna happen now? Like, what am I gonna do now? And then something just told me, like, try your other phone, Carmen. And then I told myself, I'm like, it's not gonna work, okay, Carmen? Like, we did this before. It's not gonna work. But then that little voice was very persistent and was like, try your phone, Carmen. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna try it. Just don't tell me that I told you so. So I had a little crazy moment there. Hey, Claudia, you up late, girl? So pretty much, I'm just now trying to see if my phone that I use to make, like my calls and everything else, if it'll work. And just to see like how this app, how it works, like how it works with this phone, because this phone is not the bestest phone. It's like I said, it's a cheapy chopper phone, so hopefully it's not too bad. Let me get this wire out of here because I don't need this wire there right now. So hopefully it'll hold up well. I hope. But I did really like how the tag, overall, how she came out with all the glitter and stuff. I don't know if you guys can see, all of that glitter. Things look really large in my hands right now. As I'm seeing in the camera. It's like blown up. But for the most part, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes, and we'll just play a little bit. Not taking things too seriously. So let's see, what else can I add to this thing? Maybe another piece of lace up here somewhere. I think that'll look cute. So let's add another piece of lace up there somewhere. What's your name again? Nunji? So pretty much, Nunji, I don't know if you've ever been to my channel like before, but what I do is I stream. I've been trying to stream for like a month now to no like avail. Pretty much, it's been a very hard situation. But I stream on Wednesdays and I stream on Saturdays at 6 p.m. with the exception of this Saturday because I will not be on this Saturday because I have family coming over. My kids are graduating on Friday, so I'll be celebrating and cooking and doing all that jazz. But I shall be back on Wednesday. And hopefully now that I know that this phone is working, hopefully, and everything goes well with this stream, then I'll be back on Wednesday on my normal time, which is 6 p.m. Eastern time. And I do paper crafts on Wednesday. And then I do mixed media and altered art on Saturdays. So Saturdays we do like, we've done fairy jars, we've done all kinds of different things, shadow boxes, and just all different fun stuff. And that's pretty much how we roll on this side of the hood over here. But all fun. We're all cool peoples over here. We're all nice, loving, welcoming. So let's see. What else can I do to this? I gotta add some of those little flatbacks over here somewhere. I don't want to make this thing too bulky because if it's going to go inside of a book, then I don't want it to, I want you to be able to close the book. If I add too many, I mean, this is already going to be one level. It's all going to be, you know, one level already, so this is fine. But I don't want to add too much stuff to this part because this is the part where I guess you can go either way. Which is kind of cool. You can either put this on the outside or put that on the inside, or you can put them both on the inside of the book to mark two different sections of a book if you want to. So I guess you can use it that way as well. But for the most part, I don't want to overdo it with the bulkiness since I know it's going to be in a book. Oh, you're on Instagram as well? Well, darling, follow me. It's just my name backwards. Design Elementals. Well, not Elementals without the S. Elemental. I shall follow you back. I think almost everybody in this chat right now has a Instagram. It's the gift that keeps on giving. So let's see. I think I'm going to put one on her dress. So I think it will look cute to kind of marry the front with the back. And I'm just going to put one little one right there in the center of her belt. To just give her the essence of her actually wearing some kind of a belt or something on this dress. And let's add that right there. And this is about done, I would say. I would call this one done. Although, like I said, under normal circumstances, I would most likely do the back. But since I had such a, you know, bad time with the live stream today, I actually unlisted the videos because I'm going to actually download them and see what I can salvage. And then I might just put them together, but I might just not. And just take them off completely because it's just a disaster. And hopefully this one will do well. And if this one does well, then I'll just leave this one. Awesome sauce. So I don't know what else I can do to this girl right here. She's got a little boo-boo on her cheek, so I'm wondering if I can maybe draw a little heart on her face and try to cover that little blemish up. Don't mind the noise of everything falling apart. Look how cool this is. I got this whole bag of stamps, you guys, for $1. I haven't done haul videos in a while. Because literally I have not really been hauling, so I haven't done them in a while. But I went to the old lady store, that's what I call her. But I know it's probably not the best name to give her. But I went to the little thrifty store that I have here, which is a local store. And I got all these cool stamps. And they're by, what does it say here? Colette Hall's Studio G, I guess. They're all Studio G stamps. And I got happy birthday, love you, and just all this randomness. So I took it for $1 because I figure if I can't use them, then I can always include it in angel mail to give out when I do send stuff out. So chances are people will be getting some stamps. I have another bag like this too that I paid $1 for at the old lady store. Every now and then she comes out with some cool stuff. What left-handed told you the mold. Oh, a mole? Is there, you know what it is? I'm gonna bring it up so you guys can see. It's not small enough to do a mole. It's actually, she's got, I don't know if you can see it, but it's not that small. Like, that would be one huge sucker of a mole if I put a mole on that. So I'm thinking maybe I can just put like a little red heart or something there to kind of cover it up because it's such an off angle. But look at all that glitter. Oh, I love that paint. It just gives it so much sparkle. And I have gold coming if my package ever gets here, which I think it should hopefully be getting here because usually it takes about a month to get the stuff once you put the order in from them and it gets approved. It usually takes me about a month to get it, so I should be getting near that date where I get all the new supplies. And I have a whole bunch of, well, it's not a whole bunch. I have a few different colors coming in of these things here, the metallic lusters. I ordered a whole, like, I would say like 5 or 6 different colors that are new. Well, new to me anyway, because I just had like some of the basics. So I can't wait to play with those. Those will be coming soon. That'll be fun to play with. Let me just, I'm trying to find, here it is. Well, this, as you guys know, is haul-made designs, right? So it's normally things that like I buy on Instagram or things that I buy like in thrifty stores or stuff that I get like in lots and stuff like that. Is usually what I use to create my paper crafting stuff with. Like, you guys know that I got the stamps on a haul that I did on Instagram. I got these. I paid $10 for all these markers on Instagram. They're used. I'm okay with that. Because at the end of the day, I wasn't sure if I was going to love it or not. But they're great brands. This is the Marvin Le Plume 2. And I don't know if this is for writing or for stamping, but she gave me the whole bundle for $10, so I was happy. And then these are memento, these are marker, stamp markers. Why am I drawing blanks over here? So I'm gonna use one of these pink ones and just try to draw like a little heart here somewhere. And I'm gonna try to do it with the tip. Like Austin Powers with a little hair sticking out of it too. Let's see. So I'm gonna just attempt to kind of cover this by giving her a cute little heart here. And hopefully that'll work for now. So I'm just kind of using the red and the pink to bring this all out. And it did, so we're gonna leave that be. Let me get a see what I have. Do they have black in here? I have black. This is not black. Is it? Yeah, it's black. There we go. So now she's got a cute little heart there that I could have actually turned to like little lips or something, like somebody gave her a kiss, but I'm just gonna leave it as a heart for right now. And what I will do actually is I'm gonna go in with a gray pencil and just give her some shadow around the leg area. So I just want to create a little bit of shadow in different places here, just to make her a little bit more 3D. Let me sharpen this a little bit more. Hey, Dee Dee. So far, so good on this situation over here. Let's see. So I'm just using a gray, which is a very good alternative to using black when you're trying to create some kind of shadow when you're coloring images in. Sometimes black is just a little too dark and you don't need it to be that dark. You can always go with different levels of gray and work it up, you know, to that level of shade that you want or that you need to just kind of make that image pop out just exactly the way you want it to pop out. So that's pretty much what I'm going to do with her. I'm just going to give her a little bit of shade here and there just to kind of make her and go tacking on this dress, because as you guys saw, I was doing things in a hurry. When you do things in a hurry, that's when accidents happen. And I was rushing because I knew I wasn't going to make it. Like, I just knew I wasn't going to make it. So I was trying to rush the process, and in doing so, I didn't tack her on as well as I should have. So I'm going to do that now. And let's just see how far we go. Thank you, darling. I try. It comes out every now and then, you know? Every now and then. I have the hottest mess going on my desk right now, you guys. Oh. I'm trying to find a darker gray, if I can find a darker gray. I gotta look at these things from the bottom because it's hard to see what the colors are from the top. But I thought I pulled these. Hold on. This one is lighter than that one. This one's my silver one. These are all silver. Okay, so I guess I am using the darkest one that I have. You can also go in with a marker. And like I said, I recommend that you start in with a gray and work your way up to a darker tone if you want. Depending on the background, you don't necessarily have to always go to black just to create the illusion of a shadow. Sometimes a little gray goes a long way. And I'm kind of using this off, like I'm using just the flat side of the pencil because I don't want to scrape in the gray when I'm away from the edges. Like towards the edges, you can do that because it'll look a little bit darker. But as you're moving away from those hard edges, you might want to start flattening up, you know, your pencil. If you're using a pencil, if you're using a marker, then it's a completely different way of doing it. But at least for the most part with the pencil, you want to go in regular when you're right at the edge, but as you start pulling yourself out of it, then you can start, you know, flattening out your pencil somewhat. And obviously to get into those little tight little spots. And what I like about using this is that it doesn't take away from the actual color in the background too much. You can still see most of the color kind of showing through. It's not so dark like with the black. The black will automatically cover any image that is behind because, you know, it's black. So you'll lose that, whatever that is that you put there. Or if it's, you know, part of the paper, you'll lose most of that off the gate just by using black. So I'm not gonna go too crazy with this. I just wanted to create some of that, you know, that dimension. I got a little bit of lift here. Let me just stick that down. So I'm gonna say that she's done. I'm gonna call her finito, and then this is like the first. I'm gonna say the first bookmark. So let me just bring it up so that you guys can kind of see where I created just a very light kind of shadow, just enough to bring her out just a little bit, ever so slightly, and kind of separate her somewhat from that background. And what this bookmark actually reminds me of now that it's done is like her being in a garden. I don't know if you guys get that feel or not, but it's almost like she's in a garden. She's got the flowers there. She's got flowers blooming up. If you see the little black, the back lines here, it's almost like she's entering like a gate or something. And then we have flowers in the top. So she's going through an entrance, and then here on this one, then we have like the garden. We have the little birdhouse, and we have little flowers everywhere. We have butterflies. So it's like very garden theme. At least that's what I get out of it. You guys might get something different, but I like how it came out overall. And that's the bottom. Oh, Didi, I've had so many electronic problems, girl. Thank you, Michelle. I've had so many electrical problems you don't even want to know. You've saved yourself a ton by not watching me live stream for the past couple weeks, girl. Because it's been ugly. It's gotten ugly up in here. So, let's see. What do I have? What do I have? So we got the first one done. And like I said, normally you would decorate the back. You know, you would add, you can either decorate the back the same way that you did the front with little different pieces of paper, like I did this one. You know, or you can just add a solid sheet, you know, a solid cover, or add your journaling area. Or you can turn this into like, if you paint it, which I might actually do to this one. I have this. It's by Americana, and it's chalkboard paint. And I have it in black, and I also have it in clear. It's somewhere in here. But you can use this paint to turn any surface into a chalkboard. And what you can do is if you make your tags, you can leave them, let's say you want to leave them black if you use black cardstock, or, you know, whatever color paper it is that your backing is. And you can paint it with some chalkboard paint. And then you can do is you can write on it. Get yourself, you know, any kind of chalk pencil, or even, I know, what's this company here? I have a chalk pencil somewhere in here. Like this is a chalk pencil. It's a charcoal white pencil, but it's pretty much the same thing. And you can use those kinds of pencils to, you know, write your little notes on here. And wipe them away, or whatever you want to call it. But you can make yourself like your own little carry along with you, little chalkboard. And even like if you wanted to make something for, like, let's say a kid, you wanted to make like a chalkboard book, you know, for them to play with and draw and leave you alone while you're busy doing whatever, then you can actually use this paint to, you know, create your own chalkboard pages and create a book out of it. And then you can make a kid something really cool that they can pretty much, you know, dry erase with a little chalk set, and play while you're off doing whatever you gotta do. Yes, it is. I'm so like, again, you know, the only downside is that my space, my actual crafty space, is not that big. But I guess that's pretty cool. I mean, I guess at least it works, so that's not that bad. Um, so if you wanted to buy this is from Deco Art, and it's from their Americana brand. And the number is D as in David, S as in Sam, 90. Or you can use any other chalkboard paint that you could find available, and that would be something cool that you can make with your tags. I've done that to a few tags, is you know, added the chalk to it, the chalkboard paint to it, and it actually works really, really well. So we have that, and I had already pre-stamped out some of my images that I was going to be using, so all I have to do is pretty much cut them out. And then we can create at least maybe one more. Maybe we can create a tag this time, so it would have to be a pretty big tag. So I'm trying to see which one of these three images. I kind of like her, so I'm gonna go with her for right now. She's very groovy. And I'm gonna cut her out, and then let's see how long this holds up. Yes, it is, and you guys are not getting no buffering, right? So far, so good. I don't want to jinx it, but I'm just like, oh, Dios mío. I'm so just happy and relieved right now. So I just hope that this persists. And the middle one, the tube dress, right? That's the tube dress, isn't it? Which is the tube dress to you? Isn't this a tube dress? What is this? What did you color the girl with the pink dress with? Pencils or marker? She's with pencil. What I used is these are Stettler. These are let me show you guys the brand. These are Stettler brand. I don't know if that shows up too well. Hopefully it does. But these are Stettler brands, and then this is from eBay. They're called Marco, and they are metallic pencils, which I love. They color so smooth. It's like coloring with a crayon, and they go over these kinds of pencils very well. So you can color with this and then actually go over them with this and add that variety, you know, that sheen and that metallic effect to your coloring. So what I did is that I used several different pinks, and then I used this one here, which is I guess it's like the rose color. It's like a pinkish, kind of somewhere between like a pink and a red. And then I used that to kind of add a little bit more highlight into it. But yeah, I did it with pencil. Her hair too. Where was I? I was about to cut her. That's an off-the-shoulder dress. The other girl with the middle girl, please. With the knot in the front. Alright, you guys. Alright. Alright, you talk and I listen. What can I say? What can I say? So, we're gonna cut the middle one with the tube dress. That just goes to show you how much I know about fashion. The girl with the muumuu, I thought was the girl with the tube dress. That's what you call those dresses. It's a muumuu. So, gonna cut this girly out, and thanks, girl. The key to those things, to coloring with those pencils, is to keep the tips of your pencils sharp, and always twist your pencils as you're coloring so that tip stays sharp. If you just color like constantly on one side and then turn it and constantly on one side, what you're gonna do is you're gonna round it out or flatten out your tip. You want to color in a way that your pencil is always rotating as you're coloring, which I know sounds a little bit odd to do, but if you do that, then you'll always keep your point sharp, and it'll color way better. Hi, Charity. I know, more like 3 times, Charity. This is like my 3rd time trying to do this today. So late, I know. But this was more like a test that turned into a crafting session. So right now I'm just hopeful. I'm using a new phone, so I'm not using the phone that I was using. So it's actually a new phone. So hopefully, am I cutting into this bow? Where did my scissor go? Right there. Those little peaks can be so tricky. So yeah, hopefully this will hold up, and then I won't have no more of these battery problems that I've been having, and just gets me tired just thinking about it. But hopefully this will do. This will do. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to be coloring her dress in with a pencil. You know, with pencils. Not with a pencil, but with pencils. I am not the best at fuzzy cutting, you guys. So, bear with me. This is just too much paper to play with right now. So let's see here. Much easier when you can cut the paper off and break it. I'm just amazed right now. Like, this thing is actually holding up. All this time, I had the solution in front of me. That's just crazy. That's just crazy as heck right now. Okay, let's do this the right way, girl. Let's do this the right way. So, hopefully, I'll get to do at least this one with you guys. And if after I'm done with this, everything is still smooth as butter, as it is going so far, then I am going to call this crafty test a success. And hopefully, everything shall be good, and I shall be able to resume. It's late, you guys. Resume back to normal with my normally scheduled programming, which is what I am trying to do, is get back to normal. So let's see. All right, so Don Diva has been done. It's because it's using up a lot of resources, Dee Dee. What app do you use? You use the same one that I'm using on the screen right now? Because that's what happens. If you have to have your phone plugged in to use it while you're recording because it drains your battery, then in this heat, because it's summer, in the wintertime, I don't think it's that much of a problem because I didn't really experience too much overheating in the wintertime, but I'm noticing that since it's been hot, my phone has just been like, oh no. It's been screaming out for bloody murder. So it has not been very good so far. I want to turn this into a tag, but I don't want it to be the world's hugest tag, but maybe it can be, but not too big. So I'm just trying to stay up to where I want to kind of go with it. Maybe to like right here. So hopefully I can see that. So pulling out my handy dandy, not so dandy cutting board. And honestly speaking, I cannot wait to change this thing and buy something else because it drives me crazy. I should not have to measure so many times and make so many adjustments just to cut a piece of paper out. Like, that's ridiculous. I can't trust nothing that it does. Because just when you think you cut straight, you measure it and it's off by a centimeter. Which sometimes doesn't matter, but sometimes it's a centimeter too big and it doesn't fit where you want it to fit. So then you gotta go back into cut it. You know how hard it is to cut a centimeter off with a scissor? So let's see. So I got this and I got that. And now I need some paper. So let's see what we find. trying to find something that I feel would match. Me no likey. So let's see what else we come up with, because I'm not feeling that. Puppy Power. So let's see here. I got some of, I really like this stamp set. By the little, what is it? Little something creations. Whatever that company is called. The only thing that sucks is that I added all of these vinyl backings to the stamps thinking that they will cling. And now they don't want to cling, so I don't know. I'm just like done. I'm overcooked. Trying to figure out what I can use. So I gotta cover this up. Let me get some paper, you guys. It's working so far, yeah. This is amazing. I'm just like in shock right now. So let's see what I pull out. I don't even know what kind of paper I'm looking for, but this one reminds me of the sky. So let's see what happens. Let's see where we go with this. I like making these tags that they look like they're actually in some kind of a scene. That there's actually something happening somewhere in a land far, far away. This one's nice and bright. Let's try this one. See what happens. There's a lot of the papers in this paper pad that I do not like. And let's see what I find in this one. This also came with this whole lot of the Prima dolls. But then you gotta clean up the mess every time, Dee Dee. But that's not a bad idea. Listen, I'll try anything once. I'll tell you that. I'll try anything once. So let's see. I just wonder if I'm gonna have to be kind of picking stuff up, you know, cleaning up after it. So this is kind of cool. So I think I found some papers that I might like to use. I think that's good for me for now. And let me just start layering some of these out and just seeing where this whole thing goes. And then once I do that, then I'll figure out what color she's going to be. And then I'll start painting or, you know, coloring whatever it is that I got to color. So hopefully this works out well. So I'm just going to start pretty much ripping little pieces of paper off. And that worked out pretty well. Just to see like where this whole collage kind of goes. I thought of the sky when I picked this one out, but I don't know. It might be a bit much. But I have some sky right here. So maybe, just maybe, I can use this way. Then use this one that way and do something fun and whimsical. And then use that one there. And use that one there. Just see where it all goes. Listen, with the way you could do nails, you could do the same thing on paper, girl. You just have to accept what you're creating and not reject it. Don't ever think that it's not good enough, because chances are is that it's amazing and you just can't get out of your own head. So you have to allow yourself the privilege to create with freedom. And say, I could do it. I could do it. And just try it. Because I'm not perfect by any means. By any means. Okay, that might be going a little too far. I kind of like the sky there, because it kind of makes it look like something is happening, but we don't have no idea what it is. So I kind of like that. So I'm going to go and start trying to glue these down. And then I'm going to go into it again with a little bit of my, I'm probably going to use gold. I think gold will match well with this whole setup that I got going on. Am I going to rough these edges up? Yes, I am. I'm going to rough the edges up just to give the edges of, you know, the card itself some texture. And this is something that you can actually create these large tags like this, and then you already have a piece of a card ready. You just have to create the inside, and then you're good to go. Yes, darling. You just gotta try and allow yourself the ability to be okay, because it will be all right. And every little thing that you do, you'll learn from it, and you only get better. You only get better. Because let me tell you something, paper crafting is not my first passion. It never was. And honestly speaking, I didn't think I was any good at it at all. My first passion, as most of you guys know, is mixed media. And not even so much mixed media, just painting in general. I just love to paint and just draw. And I love drawing things. And I'm not really that good at drawing, but I like to draw things. I suck at creating hands. That's like the worst thing that I do, is trying to draw some hands. Can't draw some hands to save my life. But I allow myself, you know, and tell myself that it's okay, because if you don't practice, you won't make perfect. And at the end of the day, perfect is something that is never achieved. So you have to be okay with what you're making. I always do this. I forget how I put things. You have to be okay with what you're making, because it came from you, and that in itself is beautiful. Exactly, Charity. And this is why we support each other, and we try to, you know, commemorate, if you will, every little step that we make, because it's a huge thing to be able to come out of your comfort zone, and come on here and craft and, you know, share with you guys the things that we create, especially because we're sharing it with you, and the whole time that we're sharing it with you, we're thinking, oh, this is not good enough, they're not gonna like it, you know, this video is not gonna get any views, like, who cares to watch it, like, who cares what I create? But the reality is that, you know, 7 out of 10 people are like that, and the ones that are not like that, they're kind of full of themselves. So, you know, it is what it is. But for the most part, you have to allow yourself the freedom. You have to accept yourself completely. And things might change along the way, like they are now. That happens. It's okay. It is okay. It's called the creative process for a reason. Hello, how you doing? Yes. You don't think that I've gotten people that have literally like left the stupidest messages on my videos? Like, yes. Did that stop me? Like, no. Is it gonna stop me? Hell no. Shouldn't stop you either. Don't let nobody stop your shine. Look at this. I had all of this craziness going on with my phone. You guys know I've been through hell and back right now with this phone situation for like a week. Did I stop? No. Did I keep trying? Yes. Are people thinking that I must be out of my damn mind? Yes. Do I care? No. I kept trying. And if this thing doesn't work, I'm going to keep trying. Dang it. I'm going to keep trying. Okay, stay straight. I'm going to keep trying because that's just who I am. That is just who I am. But you did it, and let me tell you something, Isabel. You did great. And the things that you created are beautiful. And don't let nobody tell you any different, girl. You did amazing. You really, really did. I was so proud. I was like, oh my gosh, she put a video up. Oh my God, her things look so nice. I was so happy. I was so excited for you, girl. I was so excited. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's an amazing feeling. And as long as you are good with what you do, that's all that matters. Be right with you, boo. That's what they say, right? Be right with you, boo. It's all good. Let's see. I'm not really feeling this little piece right here. So let's see. Who cares about the rest? Who cares about the rest? I know. And she's been like my techie guy this whole time. She's been like my little assistant. Try this, Carmen. Try that. That girl is official. She's the bomb. But at least she'll be happy that it did work and that we had success. Because she's actually the one that started this whole thing with, try your phone, Carmen, try your phone. She told me to do it before, but when I did try it then, it didn't work. But because she was able to access it, then I was able to access it, and now is the reason why I am here today. So part of me being here definitely goes a big thank you to that girl right there. She was amazing. She was my rock during this whole time. You too, Liz. Your girls picked me back up when I fell down. So let's see. So this is so far so good. I kind of like this. She looks very, it looks very retro, right? She's kind of like all over the place. Just kind of cool. And I'm going to add some paint to this. And then I have another piece of lace here. So I'll probably add it to, where is she going to be? I'll probably add it somewhere. Maybe I'll add it this way. Alright, so I'll do something or the other there. I'm missing a piece here, so let me glue this little section here. Left a little dark spot there, so fix that up in a hurry. That's right, Michelle. Views are views. So they're taking the time out of their day to come over and say, what is this crazy chick doing today? Ugh, boo. It doesn't even matter. Let me tell you, it don't even matter. Because chances are that they can't draw stick people. So don't get yourself all stressed out about it. I get thumbs down too. I had one that thumbed me down and walked away, unsubscribed, and I know it was the same person. I don't know who the person is, but I know it was the same person because it just so happened I dropped one and I gained one, one after the other, and I just started cracking up. I'm like, well, she walked out with a bang, but it's all good because I ain't missing you, boo. I'm not. As they say, shoot fly, don't bother me. Shoot fly, don't bother me. Good riddance. She was probably hating on me on the low, causing me to have all these electrical issues. Okay, Liz, I got you. You deserve it, girl. You deserve it. I'm not gonna lie. You held me down. You held me down. So let me get some butters out. And I have to figure out what color I'm gonna use on her. I think I'm gonna go with the gold. So I'm just gonna spray this, and this is the metallic luster. For those of you that are not new to my live streams, you guys know I love using this stuff. For those of you that are new, I'm sponsored by Deco Art, and they provided me with some what Brandy likes to call butters. Now she got me calling it, but it's a wax. It's a water soluble wax that you can use on multiple surfaces. You can use it like watercolor. You can rub it on. It's almost like that rub and shine, something like that is called rub and buff or something like that is called. It's similar to that product, but then again, no, it's not. But it is somewhat similar. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my brush and I'm going to spray some water right in here just to get it a little loose because it's kind of dry. And I just want hints of gold. I don't want it to overwhelm the piece. I just want little hints of gold here and there. I probably do. See? Still having my back. I appreciate you, girl. I appreciate you. So let's see. So I'm just going to get a little bit of this onto my brush. And I'm just going to rub this thing in here and there and everywhere. Mainly what I'm looking for is the edges. Just to kind of draw like, you know, kind of give it little areas of shine. And continue with the whole thing of the lines, the way that this has these different kind of lines going everywhere. So I'm just kind of rubbing in little lines, and I'm using a really this is a Dollar Tree. This is, I don't know, for those of you that have seen it, this is the Dollar Tree brush set. This was gifted to me by Brandy. So I'm kind of using this now as opposed to using my good brushes. I was messing them up so bad because I was using my good brushes to kind of put them in glue and everything else. I mean, I'm just like that. Everything goes in paint with me. So now I get to use these and I don't have to go and use those. So that kind of helps me out a little bit. And I don't want to overwhelm it too much. And I don't want it to be too wet. I want it to still remain dry. I know I did. I saw. I saw your little memo there. So I'm just pretty much just adding little touch of gold here and there, little lines, little lines, little lines. And just rubbing different little sections in there. Just kind of bringing it all the way around full circle. And that's about it. And I am going to most likely add some glitter to this because why not, right? We might as well add some glitter to this and do it all the way around. And I think I'm going to add some of the pink too because why not? Where's my pink? Let me open this. This one's already kind of loose because I already have added water. on this from quite some time ago, so I'm just going to clean my brush out just a smidge so I'm not mixing up these colors too badly. I'm getting some of that off. And then I'm just going to add just a little bit here and there to the red areas. Just to, you know, make it pop a little bit. Just make it pop a little bit. If you can't have fun with art, then there's no point in you making it. You gotta have fun. Not everything is gonna always work, but at least you enjoyed playing with it. And I think that that's more important than pretty much anything else. So, just getting whatever's on my brush here kind of off. And I think I'm about done with this whole situation here. Let me see how my battery's holding up, you guys. Okay. I'm amazed. I am amazed right now. You don't understand. I am amazed right now. So I'm going to let this be like this for now. Definitely going to be switching up those blue ones, because even though this has blue, I'm not going to focus it too much on the blue itself. And where's my little cap? I put my little cap on this fine liner, because then I won't be able to get the cap back on. And I think we're going to do some stamping on this as well, because why not? We might as well. Now, I don't know if that stamp is going to be good for that one. So, let me see what I find. What do I have here? I don't want birds and eggs. I don't want birds and eggs. Maybe some script. Maybe some script over here. Maybe some borders. Okay. I put my stamps up on my wall. I hooked them up with these little those little plastic foam hooks that I had to reinforce with some crazy glue, because in the middle of the night they all fell down. Scared the crap out of me. Good night, Claudia. Thanks for stopping by, doll. So for the most part, like in the middle of the night, all my stamps fell. All the hooks kept falling one by one during different parts of the night, scaring the living crap out of all of us in here. So this morning I had to go and kind of reinforce it with some glue. So let's see. What are you guys thinking? The bows? I kind of like the bows. I think the bows will look cute. Or the scalloped, the scallop border. I have this one. I'm going to definitely use this one. It says, she looks so French. And I think I can put that right on the edge over here, because it'll kind of fit like right there. My question is, will my little, yes, it will. All right, perfect. Hopefully I don't put it on backwards. Where's the words? Okay, the words are here. And it says, be happy, be bright, be you. Okay, and then she looks so French. And that's why homegirl's happy, bright, and everything else. So let's see. Where's my ink? There it is. So let's see. This is my little makeshift stamper for when I don't want to pull out this, you know, my huge stamping thing. This is an acrylic frame from the Dollar Tree, minus the picture, plus a stamp. And let's see here. She looks so sweet. And I'm gonna just press on this and Voila. She look also French. Oui, oui. So, we got that one. And I heard somebody say bows. So we got some bows in here. And I'm not talking ludicrous. So let's see. Put some bows on the top. And put some bows on my mat form. My little mat here on the desk, because the stamp is extra long. But it did a good job. Alright. Because I know I'm going to end up with my hand stamped if I just leave that there. Okay, so we got the bows. Let's add a little bit of bows here and there. Not too much, not too much. Just a little bit of bows here and there. What time is it? I know it's late as heck because I never be on this late. So I'm going to add that one little bow here and there. Added two little bows right there. Maybe I can add two little bows. Wait, Carmen, wait. Right there. Maybe right there. Just adding little bows here and there. To kind of go with the whole I'm a French thing. So we got some bows going on up in here. She's gift wrapped and ready to go. And this is another one that came with this. I'm telling you guys, that was like the best haul I think I've ever done for price. I think it was like I paid $1 an item for all of these stamps and all of this stuff. Like, that was just the amazing haul of my life. Getting all of these Prima stamps for like 10 bucks. So let me see. I wanted to add lace to this, so I'm going to add this little piece that I have here. I'm thinking I should add this like this. Just because I feel it needs something. So that I don't leave so plain. Wow, 12:10. Okay, I'm going to speed this up, you guys, because I know you guys got to sleep. You guys got kids and families and everything else to do in your day. This was more of a test run that is now turning into a full-on crafty session. I'm just happy that I'm back to normal to a certain extent. A little smaller, but back to normal. So, listen, beggars can be choosers, and everybody knows I was begging at this point in time. Begging this thing to work. And so I am happy that it did, so I'm not going to complain about a small screen. It looks clear. I'm not laggy. You guys can see what I'm doing, and that's what matters. You can hear me. So I am one grateful person right now. Trust me, I am grateful. So I'm going to start coloring her in. And I got to think of the color combo. Any suggestions? Liz, since this is going to be for you, any suggestions on how I should color her up? You want her to be a little bit morenita? Because I could do that in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. I think that's how they say it. I don't even know. I be saying stuff I don't even know how. Oops. I just be saying stuff I don't know where. Which bottle, Michelle? This bottle? This is just a regular 2 ounce bottle. Now the cap, if you're asking about this glue bottle, the cap is separate. The cap, you buy the fine tip caps, and then you just add that. You can screw it onto a 2 ounce bottle. Just make sure that your cap says that it's for a 2 ounce bottle, because a 2 ounce bottle is gonna be very different from a 1 ounce bottle. So if you're gonna order this or buy this, make sure that the cap itself says that it's for a 2 ounce bottle, if that's what you want to use it on. And then you can put it on, you know, any 2 ounce bottle that you get, like those little traveler size ones and things like that you can buy. Like I buy these like this. And then, you know, I use it for all those different kinds of projects and stuff. Or I order bottles online. But whenever I go to the pharmacy and I see them, I try to buy them. So Liz, yes, trigueñita, está tosti. So let's give homegirl just a little bit of a tan. Just a little bit of a tan here. Let me put it on here. Just making sure that my hands are clean for the most part. Instant tan. So I'm just using this marker here, and I'm not going to get fancy. I'm not going to do, you know, 3 different markers to achieve a skin tone. I'm not doing none of that. I'm going to keep it fancy. It's going to look really dark, but it'll dry and it'll get lighter. And then anything that I want to do fancy-wise, I'll do that with a pencil. If I want to add shadows, so on and so forth, I'll do that with a pencil. So this will just get me a nice little skin tone going. And I'm trying not to to pass through the same area more than once, so that it dries out, you know, somewhat leveled. At least this one has a decent hairstyle, so I like that. She's got normal bangs. I don't know what happened with that other one. It's almost like the clock was running out or something. She was Russian, and I don't mean the country. So let's see. So she's got a little bit of a tan to her. My little spice girl. Where you get the top, Carmen? The top, I got it from Deco Art. I ordered it from Deco Art. You could order it from their website online. But if you go to Joann's, if you look for fine tip, you might be able to find it. It might even be by the same company. It might even be by Deco Art. But you could go to Joann's or Michael's, and they might have it. They might have the fine tip. You just need the you just need the cap. You don't need the bottle. You can buy those 2-ounce bottles anywhere. Let's see. Let me pull out my pencils here. Let me put this tag to the side and see what I have here. So again, I'm just going in with the dark gray and just kind of right where the legs meet, I'm just adding a little bit of that gray tone in there just to make it look like some kind of a shadow, but not too much shadow because I don't want to overwhelm it. I don't want to overwhelm it, and right under where the skirt is as well. I just want to create the slight illusion of a shadow there without taking away from the color or anything like that. Her name is Liz. Okay, what color do you want Liz's dress to be, Liz? And this is your card, so this is your humongous tag. So what color? You're very welcome, Michelle. I know I'm holding it out here for a while because it takes a while between the camera and what it's recording and what I'm seeing on the screen. So if you guys are wondering if I'm frozen, I'm not frozen. I'm just waiting for Liz's response because I know she hasn't heard it. Well, she probably heard it by the time that you guys hear that. So yeah. Do me. Okay, so you heard me. Okay. So let's see. What matches? What matches? I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. What do I have on these? I have blues, pinks, greens. Purple don't go with this because she don't got no purple. How about red? How about a red one? Have her in red. Lady in red. Putting out as many of my pencils that appear to be red as I can find, so that I have multiple degrees of red going on as I start building up. So I have these three red. So I'm thinking red, since the background has like slight red here and there. So let's see. I'm gonna start with the lightest one out of these three, at least what appears to be the lightest one. And then I have the berry, not the berry. I have a red. Do I have red metallic in here somewhere? I should. Maybe I don't. Okay. So I'm gonna go with the red. You read my mind. So again, the first thing I'm gonna start doing is pretty much going into these lines and just start kind of drawing in these lines the deepest, because the rest of it is gonna be a little lighter. And then I'm gonna go over these lines again, and then just kind of start building depth, if you will, by going into the lines first. And I'm going into them with the lightest color first, so that I can start kind of building where I want the darks to go. Some people do it one way, other people do it another. You know, just do whatever works for you, whichever way is the easiest way for you to remember. Any instruction that I give you is never written in stone, because at the end of the day, I'm just having fun. I'm not trying to be nobody's like teacher, if you will. I'm happy when you guys learn from anything that I do, but I'm just here having fun with you guys. That's really what matters to me, that you guys enjoy it, that you enjoy the process, and that your creative juices get flowing. And at the end of the day, I want you to do your own thing. Okay. So I'm going to kind of go into this somewhat light. So in order for me to get the lightest color that I can possibly get on this, I have to lay the pencil on its side. It's always the hardest for me to see which is the darkest between the two darkest. And sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes, when I'm crafting and I'm doing something like, yeah, I'll stay up. I'll stay up late working on whatever it is that I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to work the outer edges. I'm not doing the inside because I'm trying to leave the inside somewhat light. So I'm just trying to do the outer edges more so, and then the bottom and the top, but not so much the center. And then just kind of loosely going into it in order to just keep building depth. But I'm not pushing too hard on the pencil, to be honest with you. I'm letting the fact that it's on the side do most of the work. So I'm just, you know, allowing it to kind of just rub itself in there and not worry too much about precision so much. Just using it on its side and just allowing that to kind of go in as it will. And then my darkest, what I hope is my darkest color here, this red, hopefully is my darkest color. Get a little bit more of that concentration up on the top. I'm applying a little bit more pressure on this red. Right along where that line is, so that I could create the you know, the image of it kind of folding there. And then the same on the other side, right along those lines, trying to make it the darkest there, because there should be some kind of shadow happening there, because supposedly the dress is flowing. Yes, I do. I'm surprised, especially because it says testing new phone. I probably wouldn't have even checked just because it says testing new phone, unless it was a friend of mine that I felt like might need my help somehow. I probably would have thought like, oh, you know, they're just, you know, checking their phones to see if it works with whatever app they're using. So I probably wouldn't have even second guessed it. And just very lightly kind of going over those light areas now with this dark one. Just slightly going over it very lightly. Um, just to kind of create that whole aspect of dimension. And then going into it with the dark. Straight tip down. And I guess I cut the bow tip a little bit, so we'll see what happens when I go glue it. Well, should be fine. And where's this berry color? That's not it. Where's my red? Where's my red metallic? This is purple. This is not. Is this my pink? I don't even know this. I should have had a red. Didn't I have a red? Don't mind me. I'm kind of talking to myself right now. Just trying to find out if I had a red. I could have sworn that this had a red. But maybe this berry is as red as it gets. So I'm just going to add a little bit of it just to create with the whole shadow of this dress. Right along those lines to create that shadow. Right along those lines. But I think this pretty much does it for this dress. I think that pretty much does it for the dress. What color you want the hair? Thank you, darling. Thank you, Michelle. And then her shoes, we're gonna go with the red because why not? She got some red pumps. Red pumps. I said pumps. Red pumps. Red platform shoes. And once I'm done with this and I do her hair, then we shall be calling it a night, you guys, because I think it was a success. And I'm very happy that it let me do something for once and didn't go crazy cutting me off. So I'm very, very happy about that. So pretty much just trying to layer in as many of these reds as possible just to kind of make those shoes pop out just a smidge. Just a smidge. Where is my... Okay, I don't know. So color hair black. Okay, we're back with the black hair. So I got kind of quiet on you guys all of a sudden. I'm trying to concentrate on doing this hair. So pretty much I'm just darkening in the outer edges as much as I possibly can with this black. And then kind of working my way into a lighter tone, I guess, towards me moving closer into the band area. I'm gonna go over this black with the other black that I have, which is the metallic black. And I found it. It's right here. And this will help me kind of darken this up even more. And at the same time, add a little bit of shine to it. So I'm adding a little bit of pressure now as I'm going in with this metallic black, just to kind of buff it out, kind of as I go. Our sharpened pencil will always color better than a dull used pencil. You can use those for certain techniques, but if you're trying to color, then a sharpened pencil is always going to color better than a dull pencil. Just so you guys know. So if you're wondering when you're coloring why your paper's not picking up the color properly, it's because you're removing a lot of the fiber by actually using a dull. So it's not able to catch more layers of that fiber. Well, it's not able to catch more layers of pencil on the fiber. Alright, so homegirl is Golden Goose. Sí, está bien bonita tu morenita, mira. I'm going to stick her down. And then I'm just going to top her off with some flat back something or the other. And then this tag is more or less done. Let's see what I have here. Let's see how this goes. No. Got some little hearts and stars here, that maybe these will go well. Maybe some hearts. Okay. I think the hearts might go well. Thank you, darlings. Let's put a little heart up in the clouds. And let's add a few more hearts here and there. And I'm going to try to find some red, something or the other that shines. I didn't really like that trim so much for this. Let's put that little heart right there. Bling bling. I found some bling bling over here, some flat back pearls. And I think the first one I'm gonna put right there in the middle of her dress. I just like to adorn. The bows. Yes. No. Let's see. Add one there. Add one on each of the bows. Just to give it a little bit of something something that brings all the red together. Stick. Not to me, stick to the paper. And let's see. And let's see. It almost feels Christmassy. And adding a little bit here. Sometimes things don't match, but you can make them match if you incorporate the elements that don't match in different ways together. You might actually, you know, get away with it. So let's see. I'm going to put one there. So it's always good to like experiment a little bit and just see how it kind of comes out. So I kind of went that crazy. And I got one more on my finger, so I might as well use it, right? Where can I use this? I have one more. I guess nowhere, so back on the sticky stuff you go. And we have some more hearts that I'm gonna stick around somewhere. And then we are done with this mega tag, which looks more like a book cover than an actual tag, but it's all good. And I'm gonna use this one right here, and this will complete my test and my task for today. Well, no, because this one's going to use, so I'm not gonna use this for the hop. But it did come out a little Christmassy. It looks like she's shopping in the mall or something. But I'm gonna show you guys. And so you kind of can see the metallic-y of her dress. You see how it kind of shines? Where I did those, where I did the little pleats and stuff with the pencil. So it looks like she's walking through the mall. And everything is red light special. So, darling, thank you guys so much, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, for staying with me. For the remainder of this process, I cannot believe I finally finished one from beginning to end. So this was super fun, super amazing. So I think we're back to normal, at least for now. I'll be able to at least use this phone to work it out while I get myself back together again. But thank you guys so much, and I want you all to have an awesome, awesome night. And as soon as I see my hands waving, then I'll know that it is time for me to go. And I shall bid you all farewell and good night. And I will see you guys next week, I think. On Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. I'll see you guys next week. Michelle, I heard you, darling. And I don't know if you heard my last message, my last video, where I said that I'm going to be shipping out at the end of the month because I have my kids graduating. So I got you. No worries. It's in a bag. Well, it's not in a bag. It's actually in an envelope. I just have to get certain things done first. But I didn't forget about you. So no worries there. Bye, y'all. Have a good night.